All right. I think we got. Yeah, we are live on the internet.
On the
And
internet.
my capture is too
That
small.
motherfucker don't miss, man.
He's good.
How can I set that to fill the screen? There we go.
Foolish Twitch trying to get me to spend my boredom bucks. Is there things to spend them on yet?
There's a sound that it'll prompt you to. They've pulled. Oh yeah, see.
That's different than the one that's on sounds, right?
I think it might be. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, because that's one of the ones that is from. What's it called? Stream alert? No, what that thing is called? The plugin that we use to get that going for Cheers for Fears. There's a name.
Sound alerts?
Sound alert? I guess that is what it's called. I thought it had a different name. All right. So we're supposed to be playing Hardspace Shipbreaker right now, but I misunderstood how we were going to play, so I had to download it. Steam is currently getting pummeled by purchases and downloads from the Steam Summer Sale.
So if everyone can go pause or stop any of your downloads for real quick.
You just
real quick.
Settle it down for like a minute.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people watching. I know everyone who's buying things on Steam right now is all watching. So if you could just simmer down.
You just be cool for once in life.
for a second, can you just be cool?
Yeah. All right. Hold on. Why are these different? Do I have these labeled wrong? Video feeds? No. There's mine. All right.
It is able to be played.
Done downloading. Launch this thingamajig. Then I'll have to capture it. Close that. Close that. Close that. And that one, I think. That's got her.
Yeah, let me pause my GTA 5, Red Dead, and Cyberpunk downloads. It was Quentin all along.
Woo. Oh wow. You can't even get to the menu until you choose a profile.
Oh yeah, no. Do you want me to do it or do you want to do it?
Is this the one you're doing, OpenShift?
Yeah, OpenShift.
Okay.
I think OpenShift means I always disable this.
Screen disabled. Tab. All right. Options.
So I think OpenShift, what that means is to clock in, open your shift.
Oh, okay. Bijo. 1080, please.
Is it not 1080?
Well, I have a 1440 monitor. VSync enabled, please. And let's do full screen. Yes.
I hope it doesn't hold these settings when it comes back to my computer, because I'm pretty sure those settings were from my computer.
Oh, probably. But also, 1080 is a pretty basic thing. That's something that I've gotten used to doing, is going into the settings and seeing if things go to 1080 or 1440. So yeah, it's all yours now.
Okay, so what I wanted to ask is what I usually do is, because I don't really care about what's going on with the story.
Here,
I have
off my mouse so I don't bump it and mess you up.
Oh, okay. What I usually do is I just go into free play, and then I just pick a ship and take apart any of the ships that they have available. if you wanted to like check out the career, we could do that. I'll let you choose what we do.
Show me a little bit in free play, just to see how things go. Well, I guess there's gonna be a tutorial anyways in the thing.
Oh, I've already done the tutorial. They won't show us that again.
Oh.
If we go into the career, it'll just have us in a ship. The only difference between career and free play is you can stop and save your progress in career, but you also have a timer. Like you have shifts.
Are your Nest cams still connected?
They are not. I've disabled those.
Oh, okay. You're a little chippy, but it's not too bad.
Yeah, I just had a hiccup, but I think I'm back to green.
Quentin says the story is simple. You're $1.25 trillion in debt. Sorry, billion.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah. Show me a little bit in free play, just to get familiar with how
basics.
this goes. Yeah.
Okay, so I don't want to do the basic macro because the basic macro we can get done in like 20 seconds. It's that very small ship. So let's do a macro, but let's do a heavier macro.
All right.
So let's do oh my gosh. The station hopper. And when we're in free play like this, we have the fully upgraded like jet booster, and we have the fully upgraded tether gun.
Everything tricked out on your suit.
Oh my gosh.
On your Egger suit. What?
I'm lagging really bad. So the first things first, we need to see if the cabin is depressurized. Oh my god, I'm lagging so bad.
Is there something still on your Wi-Fi, maybe? Or maybe do you have a download going?
So. Let's see. Let me check that. Let me just kill Steam all the way, just in case.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Let me kill Steam. Let me kill... I can't kill anything else. It seems to be better now that I've disabled Steam. Okay, so here we have the door to the main part of the ship is open, which means it is depressurized in here.
I see. All right, I see what you're getting at.
But it looks like we have a cabin here that I don't see a door panel for. So we need to get into this room, and there's no way to tell if that room is pressurized or not.
Okay.
You could tell what room we could tell if the room we're currently in is pressurized or not to the bottom right. It'll also tell us what room in the ship we're in.
Shelby says he's updating his ranch simulator, the realistic multiplayer agriculture management sandbox farm harvest hunt and build.
All right.
So say that last part again. You said if you can get to a panel, you can see which modules are pressurized.
That room specifically we can't. This room right here has this airlock control.
Okay.
So if this room on the other side of this is pressurized,
I imagine that would be red.
So what we actually should probably do is close the airlock.
Oh, okay. To equalize the pressure between that room and the next.
Exactly.
Okay.
And now we can pressurize this with this air conditioner controller. It just looks like an air conditioner thing.
I was going to say, that's just an air conditioner.
But it toggles the pressurization.
That's a 13-inch Cool Master if I've ever seen one.
13-inch. Okay, now that this room is pressurized, it will automatically open doors
Hello there.
that have the same pressure on the other side. So it looks like those two rooms on both sides of the ship are already unpressurized.
Does the fog in the room tell you that it's pressurized? Is that like a little visual indicator?
Yeah, I think that's actually a new thing because I don't remember that.
Okay.
But now we can unpressurize this room, and it should open the doors. It doesn't look like it opened the doors.
So does that mean... Oh, that one did.
Oh, so this room was not pressurized.
Okay. And since the other one did not open, that mean it is... Does that mean it is pressurized? Or do I have that backwards?
I don't know what's up with this. I've never seen this door just be closed. What is this?
I don't
Computer
know.
terminal. Can't interact with it at all. I just blasted it. They have the interact button be the blast button.
Cool.
The same button that will like just... If you're grabbing an item and you press F, it'll just like launch
Just
it in
huck it
whatever
across
direction you're
the
facing.
cosmos.
So I'm not sure exactly how to get into that room back there.
Okay. Well, let's go where we can get, and we'll get to where we get later.
In this model of a ship,
Uh-huh.
there's also an interior like this. There's like a space between the exterior and the interior,
Yes.
and it's almost always pressurized. And I don't
Okay.
exactly know the proper way to get into it. I don't know how to open this door. I can cut around it, I
yeah,
guess.
it says cut level. It's like a very low cut level.
Well, let's go ahead and get the bottom off of this.
so when
Let's
you
crack
start
this.
when you start taking these ships apart, do you do it from the inside or the outside first?
I usually get over it. I usually do it from the inside.
Okay.
The first thing I do is try to depressurize the whole thing.
Gotcha. Yeah, because you
Like,
don't
I
want
try to
be...
get into I try to get into the whole ship, depressurize all the cabins,
Mm.
and the ship is moving.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is that why you're like
Ship,
thudding into the walls?
yeah. It's like going down. Why can't I get out of here?
Is that the lag messing
Okay.
with you?
I don't know, but it keeps pushing me up. Are you hit? Oh, I know what's happening. My fucking space bar.
Oh, is that the... Oh, okay.
My fucking space bar's jamming again.
You and your peripherals. Oh yeah, I've seen those. Yeah, where you cut the like the tethers.
Yeah. So this right here is a cut point. They basically are what hold the ship together.
Right. I remember this gun from Dead Space.
Yeah, this is the Dead Space gun. Oh, and looks like the other one's behind these. Get. Ah. Okay.
So when these things light
Oh.
up, can you pull the seats out of this thing?
I can pull the seats out of it now.
Okay. Is there any reason?
Oh, it looks like chat's blowing up.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna catch up here in a second. Is there any reason to do that or not do that?
Okay. When you look at things,
Uh-huh.
there's a little word on the bottom just above what its description is. Like these go to the barge. This goes in the furnace.
Ah,
this goes in
okay.
the processor.
Right.
And basically, like, I'm trying to push this.
That's
I'm
what I
trying to
thought
push
you
this
were.
panel out.
I think it's like it's still tied to something.
Just jam it. It's loose. It's just
Can you use your
cattywampus, so
gun
it's-
to like bonk it?
that's not. Oh, I don't want to push it into the barge by accident.
Oh, okay.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut the rest of the bottom of the ship off.
Oh, okay. Maybe it has like a loose connection to those?
Yeah, something's cattywampus and it's not like
Yeah. It's not like hard
Coming off
welded, but
right.
it's like it can't move because something else is in the way.
Yeah, it's jammed somewhere.
Tim says he just quit Raft.
Also 5 for flashlight.
Said 5 for flashlight?
5 for flashlight. Yep.
Okay. Makes perfect sense. He's playing Raft. Quit because his eyes are starting to hurt. He mentions your UV vision thing. There's a space bar.
Oh, right. This I think it's tilde. Yes. It'll show you where all your cut points are,
Gotcha. All right.
and for the most part, it'll identify what each part is. So like all of those yellow parts
Mhm.
are cut points in the ship. All
Right.
of those orange parts are structural beams and such.
Yeah.
And
I'm
Things
assuming
like-
light
things of that
panels
nature.
can be popped off by hand and heavy panels cannot. Or am
they are all attached by cut points, really.
Oh, okay. I thought they was just saying like, hey, this is a light panel. You could just grab it and snap it off.
So now I'm just pushing this out, so mostly so I can get out, but this is my favorite thing to do. Once I get like a row of panels out,
Uh-huh.
I'll switch to my tether gun.
Bink. Bonk.
And then I just take this bad boy, and I'll go down, pull it out of the ship, aim it at the processor, and
Kadoosh.
bing, bang, boom.
And then
It
once
should pull the rest of them with it,
that one
but
gets...
you got to be careful.
Oh, if it's still attached to anything important, it'll yank the whole thing in?
Yeah, that, and also it can drift into the furnace, and
Yeah.
you don't want that.
Oh,
that one's jammed on something.
Still in place? It doesn't look like it floated
All right,
down.
let's...
Oh, there it comes.
How do I cancel tethers? Nope, it went back up into the ship. All right. So this one didn't go. Get out of there, you bastard. I just push these off manually.
Uh-huh. Did the other two go in?
Yeah.
Okay.
When it said valuable material processed or whatever it just said.
I didn't catch that.
Also, the music in this is friggin' great.
I do like the music. Mike says, can't you just blow everything up? I suppose you could.
I could. Let's process this whole ship.
Uh-huh.
And then I'll show you when we do a catastrophic failure. How about that?
Love me a good catastrophic failure. Catastrophic flavor. Mike says, how's your day been, people? Pretty good. The end of the work
Can't complain
week.
too much.
I wanted to tell Quentin that because we discussed it on stream, I have started playing Rebel Galaxy again. So, that game real good.
Doink, 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 doink. Goodbye, U-Bolt. Have a safe journey for wherever you're going.
Oh yeah.
A lot of the little bits like that U-Bolt.
Uh-huh.
Fucking spacebar. God damn it. They just kind of like don't count for anything. They're just decorative.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Yeah, Shelby's telling on me. I was up till 4 a.m. playing Rebel Galaxy.
What time did you wake up this morning?
9:30 the first time and 10:30 the second time.
So you and I got about the same amount of sleep, but in different directions.
Yeah.
Because I went to sleep shortly after stream,
Oh.
but I woke up at like 6:30. Because my dog wanted to go to the bathroom.
Mm-hmm. That's some
Wish
nondescript
I could
soda
get into
there.
this door. Oh yeah, it's the Galaxy's favorite beverage.
Uh-huh.
You got to be careful with these electronics.
Oh yeah?
If they slam into anything too hard, they'll start blasting out electric arcs everywhere,
Ah, okay.
and they can really hurt you. And if there's anything flammable nearby, yeesh, goodbye.
It'll catch it.
Yeah. U-Bolt? No. Fasten your seatbelt.
Yeah, this game's good. I like this. Good music.
I have played this game for many hours.
I'm gonna turn the
Just sat
music
here.
up a little bit.
Do you want to get into the settings and do that?
No, I'm doing it on the stream.
Okay.
Mike says I've been creating Earth. I don't know what that means. And Tim says Master Chief Collection is on sale for $20 on Steam.
Sure is. I already own it on Xbox, so I don't really want to buy it again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's gonna land.
Credits transferred.
Is okay. I can't help but notice the symbol that I keep seeing down there. It looks like a dog paw. Is that what it's supposed to look like?
It's the symbol of whatever the company I work for
Okay.
is. I don't know what it is off the top of my head.
When I
'cause
first saw
I don't
it-
play the story at all.
I thought it was a dog's paw, and I just haven't been able to see anything else since then.
I don't know if it's supposed to be a dog paw. It could be a bear claw.
Mike says, "I'll show you shortly."
All these little lights.
Uh huh.
You gotta rip off these little lights and send them to the barge.
Really?
Yeah.
So like the U-bolts don't matter, but the lights do?
Well, the lights are attached to the ship.
Oh,
The
you're
U-bolts are
right.
like floating trash.
There's a company called Lynx, so I bet that is it. Okay, it's a big cat paw.
Oh, but this floating trash is furnace. I guess if it's large enough to be grabbed by the whatever gun that
Oh,
is.
yeah.
Gravity gun.
Gravity gun.
The Half-Life gravity gun.
Uh huh.
So, it's kind of an issue. All the ships are different too. Just because we're in free play doesn't mean the ship is exactly the same.
Yeah.
Like it'll just give us the class of ship.
Mm-hmm.
But there is an issue of us not being able to get into this room right here because this is where the engine is.
Right.
And if we can't depressurize that room, I don't even know if it is pressurized or
think-
not. There's no way to tell.
I think Tim said earlier that the your little predator vision will give you information about the pressurization.
Will it?
That's what he said.
Let's switch modes here. System. Objects. I don't think so. Oh, but here's the good. Do you see this cylinder here?
What color is it? The gold
It's
one?
red.
Yeah, the
Red
thing in the
one right
main
in front of
front.
us.
Yeah, I thought you meant the gold
That is
cylinder in the back.
That is the thruster, and that thing is so freaking sensitive. You cannot bump it into anything, or it'll explode and blow up the whole ship.
I mean, I could see a thruster being touchy.
And this right here is where you're supposed to like slide it out of. But
Oh, I
I
see.
don't know. I do not know if it's pressurized in there or not. I don't really know how to
So
tell
if you like cut the buckles and it's pressurized, it will just cannon itself out the back.
No, because it's still attached to the ship.
Oh, okay.
And if it blows up, it could blow up the fuel line. And if the fuel line blows up, the reactor will go off, and it'll destroy and make the whole
a bad
thing
time. You
worthless
don't wanna do
because all of the money in these is in the thruster and the reactor.
Reactor.
And like, notice how when I get close to this wall, like my vision gets kind of blurry.
I hadn't noticed that.
It's like it's when I move, but not like when I sit still.
Oh, okay.
That's because I'm really close to the reactor.
Okay.
And if I detach the reactor from the ship, it basically starts a countdown before the reactor melts down.
Right. I remember that.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
So, can you
So
pull the floor off? Or can you cut the floor panels to that room?
There's one thing I can think.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits
But
transferred.
I've already cut the floor off of this room. I probably shouldn't have done that yet. But if we can get into the interior, which if we cut these 4 pegs that look like this off,
Yeah.
it'll basically pop the front of the ship off.
Yep.
And we can get into the walls.
You can look down look along the wall.
So we can actually slide down in there and get to the
Oh, yeah, that's
reactor room.
cool. Let's do that.
Okay. Well, let me get this off. I'm trying to... Oh, I bunked that a little bit.
Oh, I see it. Yeah, the little effect on it.
It almost went off. That was like a warning.
He's like, hey, easy.
Like if you bonk those monitors or these lights a little too hard, they start going off.
So each time you remove and salvage
Salvage
a piece,
secured.
I see
Credit
just a little bit of the progress bar ticking away up there where it says the IO.
Yeah.
It's such an incremental, small little change.
When we throw the reactor in, watch it just blast up because all of the money's in the reactor and the thruster. So if the interior walls of this are pressurized, it's going to push off this front of the ship. And it's better to have that
Oh, I
depressurization
see.
basically here and push the front of the ship off
Uh-huh.
than be down by where the thruster and the reactor is. Doesn't look like it was pressurized inside the walls.
Okay. So do you just
Let's push.
smush into it or bonk it
Let's
with the
give
gun?
this a little. Let's give it a little push with our bodies. Did I not disconnect it all the way?
I saw it like like the power disconnected from it. I would think it's severed. Can you tether it to one of these like tank stoppers and pull it away?
That's actually exactly what these tank stoppers are for.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, to like pull big stuff.
Oh cool.
So let's give the front of the ship a little tug. There we go. It's coming away. And
Yeah.
it looks like it wasn't pressurized.
It's just really
There was no
heavy.
There was no decompression there.
Oh, I see it. I see the actual like antechambers or whatever you call these things.
The Ratman halls.
Yeah. Is that a reactor?
This is a fuel tank. And
Oh,
a fuel
okay.
line. And we actually have to disable these before we pull
Is that
the thruster out.
Is that the pressurization switch there?
What?
That little turn knob next to the window?
That
Oh,
is just the door control.
Door console. Okay.
Yeah. So I need to deactivate this fuel tank. That'll actually pop this off the fuel line. So this is free floating now.
But I would imagine you're not supposed to bonk that into anything either.
You can. There's a little bit. There's actually a surprising amount of give on those, but
Oh.
don't do it too much, or you
Uh-huh.
will explode the whole boat. Gotta crawl under the airlock here.
Oh, I see.
Gotta be careful because if a stray beam hits the fuel tank, it will explode it.
Huh.
And you'll notice if you hit something that can't be like cut, it bounces off.
Oh, shoot. I didn't know that.
So if any of that hits a fuel tank, it can
Uh-huh.
explode it.
I noticed that they put a light thing right next to the fuel tank. If you bonk the light fixture on the fuel tank, you're done.
So the fuel line. Oh, we can get out right here. Cool. The fuel line is disconnected fully, or the fuel tanks are fully disconnected from the fuel line.
Okay.
If you try to disconnect the thruster with the fuel line still on,
All right.
it will blow up the ship.
I'm getting that a lot. I think there's a lot of things you can do to blow up the ship.
Oh yeah. So let's send this down here. What is this? An engine? What is that?
Oh no, is that gonna smack the wall?
No.
Oh, okay.
All right. So now we can pull the whoops. I don't know what happened to me just now. I'm gonna go down here and try to pull. Oh, I didn't disconnect it from the inside yet. Shit. Hang on. Ouch.
Concussion.
We're in free play mode, so there's actually no damage. So we can blow up the ship and take no damage ourselves.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We don't have to worry about tethers, because those tethers that I make, you have to worry about... This is the reactor, by the way. This little guy.
Uh-huh.
This little guy, you really got to worry about
Really
this
should
little
worry
guy.
about that little guy.
Like, look at our HUD right now. It's freaking out because we're so close to it.
All right.
I think this disconnects. It. Send help.
Is there any way to know?
I think it is. Pull on it.
Okay, cool.
So I think it is free floating right now. Also, control. The control button is the stabilize button,
Oh.
and shift is go down.
All right.
I almost want to switch those, but I'm so used to it now.
Yeah,
that,
I can see how that would kind of get old quickly.
All right, and you go to the barge. Oh, it's gonna scrape. That's okay. We're good. Get out of here, Nakeli, whatever that means.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Reasons to get a wireless mouse.
Uh-huh.
A cat.
Quentin makes a good point. He's doing his job. Cats chase mice.
All right, off this pops so we can send this to the processor. Go and then off you pop. Don't. Okay. All right, now we carefully,
Credits awarded.
very, very carefully.
That is pretty cool to watch, I'll be honest.
And then you send it down to the barge. Pew!
Good lord.
Salvage secured.
Once it, like you saw it blink green just then,
Uh-huh.
when it hit the barge,
Yeah.
that means it's like deposited and you don't need to worry about.
Yeah, no longer a
smashing
concern. Yeah, we have excused it from any sort of physics ramifications.
All right, so let's pop the bottom off of this. Let's take care of this.
So, oh, the reactor. Okay,
Okay.
I was like, I thought.
Oh, we could have came in through this little hole. I think we can fit through here.
not.
No, we can't.
Are you penalized for the things that go to the wrong destination?
Yes. It hasn't happened yet, but you'll notice as we go along, because I will be destroying some stuff,
Mhm.
that there'll be a red bar that fills in on the other side of the yellow bar at the top.
Okay.
And things that get destroyed or get put into the wrong location,
Right.
it fills in the red bar.
Okay. Because I was like, inevitably, you're gonna leave a light bulb attached to something that's not supposed to have it attached or whatever, you know.
Oh yeah, I definitely will.
Mike says
All right.
a nacelle. I always thought it was supposed to be read like in French. I can believe that.
I've never even heard of that term before. In fact, I never even read it in this game until just now, because I just was like, oh, the engine blaster things.
Please revisit your training.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So see, it just happened. There was a panel on there of aluminum that needed to get sent to the furnace,
Got it.
but I left it on there. So you'll see a little tiny smidgen of red on the right side.
I do see it. Yeah.
All right. So now there is a clear line of sight for this
Oh,
reactor,
I get what you're doing now. Okay.
what I like to do, I'm not going to do it this way, just because I'm going to show you how you're supposed to do it.
Mm-hmm.
But what I like to do is literally just pop
Oh,
one
that's clever.
of these and hook it up to the reactor and just yank it down.
Yeah.
Like straight down. But for the sake of showing you the way you're supposed to do it,
Right.
I will do it the proper way this time.
Uh,
Which is basically get under it like this,
and back away.
disconnect it. See, now we have a time limit until the countdown. You hear that's the tense music happening.
Right, yeah.
I'm gonna make sure it clears the ship, and now I'm gonna reactor it down because it's starting to spark. Get out of here, get out of here, get out of here. Before you set off my gas tanks.
How long?
Salvage accepted.
I thought you had like, a couple minutes.
What is this? Something's in the barge that shouldn't be in the barge.
Mike says, in the engine's in Jet Airlines with the outer shell and the inside with the blades. The outer shell is the nacelle.
Oh. I've never heard of that.
If
If something, by the way, that's a good example. If something gets into the barge that shouldn't be in the barge, it'll glow red.
Okay.
There's a few things in there. Oh, it's some of the trash.
Yeah.
Oh, the trash got knocked into there.
That thing has a range on it.
Oh, this can go all the way down.
That's crazy.
There is no range on this. It's just a matter of lining up the crosshairs, essentially.
Is there any sort of zoom upgrade you can get to it?
No. This is fully upgraded.
I guess that's right.
Something.
You said that earlier.
Something broke.
Yeah.
When that reactor went off, something broke. Okay, these guys right here are like little power cells. They are super sensitive.
Well, there's just a stick.
Oh yeah, it might be a spanner because there's a lot of spanners in there.
Salvage secured. Credit
Is it a
applied.
spanner? No, it's just a little piece. Something broke.
Yeah.
When that reactor went off, something definitely broke.
Yeah, it's a hunk of aluminum. It did something.
I don't know. Oh, my spacebar! Spacebar, no! Wait, can I pull these off? No. Can I pull these off? No. All right, for these,
Uh-huh.
they don't show these as cut points, but these yellow things are
Oh,
essentially what's
right.
holding on these wires.
Yeah, because they're yellow.
So for these, you just gotta waste them, and it's gonna yell at me for it, but it's easy.
What if you shoot the yellow part?
What yellow part?
Like instead of shooting the middle black part. But no, it
it's-
melts the
it's
whole
all
thing,
one
so it
piece.
doesn't matter.
It's all one piece, yeah.
Did it yell at you? Or it didn't look like it?
It will fill in. It'll fill in. You can see. I think it's blinking right now.
Yeah, it just
But as I
did.
destroy these, as I destroy these, the red will fill in a little bit. There's some stuff where you just have to like. You can't perfect this if you want to do it. good.
Really?
Like you have to lose some bits of it.
That's bizarre that they would do it that way.
Oh,
Salvage
that
departed.
Yeah.
almost hit me.
Uh-huh.
Credits transferred.
Mike says it is in context. So I will look at in context. Oh, wow.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I gotta get out of here.
Applied.
Don't blow up. Don't explode. Don't explode. Don't explode.
That's cool, Mike.
Okay, it looks like we're good.
What?
That arc almost blew up one of my fuel canisters. I could tell because of the music.
Oh, okay.
Raw material processed. Credits deposited.
Oh, this is what broke. Look at all these sheared off pieces.
Oh, yeah. Four hours of Blender. Oh, boy.
I have to say the most tedious thing is the bridge, though. Because there's like so many little bits and bops that need to be pulled off and sent to the barge.
Uh-huh.
Like there's all these little panels here, and there's seats and computers and lights and stuff, and it's all in the bridge, and the bridge is always the most tedious thing.
Do you ever get any sort of automated assistance?
What do you mean?
Sounds like you need a thread ripper. So, is there any upgrades or any bots that you could employ that say, like, detach the cab, or the cabin from the rest of it? And
Oh, I see. No, there's nothing like
they
that.
locate
But
the
that would
cut
be pretty
points.
cool.
Yeah. I didn't know if they would, like...
Basically send it into the walls and cut all the like cut points inside the walls
Right.
here.
You'd have little spider cutters and be like, hey, I just want the shell off of this thing.
That would be really cool. But no, there's nothing like that.
Okay. And they're like, yeah, they'll do it, but they're kind of dumb, so they might cut a fuel line.
Oh yeah, like the risk is
They're-
if you go in there first and pull all the fuel lines out,
Mhm.
and then once like the
Basically
danger's
make
cleared,
it
you can
safe
send the
for the
bots
dumb
in.
robots.
Also, I found that if you tether where you're wanting the thing to go first, and then tether where you want the tether thing you want to go there.
Okay.
Credits deposited.
See, like if I tether this side, shit.
I think I
fucking-
see what you're about to say.
Hang on, let me get down. I was space barred. If I tether this
Uh-huh.
and then I tether like over there,
Uh-huh.
it will like not connect properly because it's like, and a lot of the times it's not doing it now. So I don't, my example was messed up.
All right.
But a lot of the times the tether will be like, there's nothing here to grab.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna break.
Gotcha.
But if you tether where you want it to go first and then tether this, it'll just connect to the other side of it.
Right.
I think this will actually pull off, so I can actually just do it. Yeah, these panels just pull off.
Yeah, yeah, it's cool to see it, like, strain with it.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
Let's go ahead and get these panels off here, and then we'll send this whole rigging down there. Oh, I'm in front of it. I'm gonna get hit.
Hoi!
If you get hit, you get a lot of damage done to you. But since this is free play, the only thing it'll do
I
is
mean,
send you flying.
it weighs 99 kilograms. That is like 220 pounds, I think.
Also, when a very heavy object comes coming at you at like high speeds,
Uh-huh.
your character gets like all scared and holds up his hands like,
Ah.
oh, starts breathing heavy. Is this a grabbable thing? This little
Floating
Guy?
schmutz?
Nope.
Doesn't look like it.
It's just floating trash. Also, I like to. The computer will yell at you because with this cutter, by the way,
Uh-huh.
it has an overheat bar.
Where
And
is it?
if it gets close to overheating, it's in
Oh,
the
I see
bottom
it,
right
yeah.
here. It says cutter temp. If you let things get too hot, the computer will be like, "Hey, if this thing overheats, you can do damage,
Or worse.
and you'll get charged, expelled, and like we'll charge you if you damage our equipment because
Uh-huh.
you don't own your equipment, you rent your equipment." And which is another thing. During the career, you only have a certain amount of time to do as much work as you can.
Okay.
And if you basically, it's possible to not make as much money as you spend on all of your rental equipment.
Oh. So you have like a negative gain.
Yeah, and it's really, really, really easy to have a negative gain.
Huh.
So I don't really like doing that. So I just do free play and just do the whole thing all
Yeah.
at once.
Oh, I thought it would pull this whole thing.
No, they're not connected.
Valuable object
I could have tethered them together, but I don't want to risk it falling into the furnace.
Mhm.
I wish the freaking furnace wasn't directly next to the processor.
Yes.
I wish the furnace was down there and the processor was down there.
Uh-huh. Or like one in the ceiling. Ceiling's completely unused right now.
True. Like make this whole thing the processor and put the furnace up.
Right. So you have a way of destroying the structural links. Can you link things together other than your
Processing valuable
soft tether?
credit.
Oh, you mean like create a cut point?
Yeah. Can you couple things?
No, the only thing to do is to tether, and it's
Oh, okay.
not a very strong connection. It breaks super easy.
Oh, okay. There's
This
also
is what I'm doing right now.
there's also a heat gauge on the gun itself, which is pretty cool.
Oh, I never noticed that.
I looked at it when it was empty, and I was like, does that fill up as the one at the bottom fills up too? Because like right now, your gauge is on top of a yellow thing. I would never be able to see that. It's so faint. It gets easier to see when it turns red.
I never noticed that. But everything that I'm doing right now is also stuff that can be done before you enter the ship.
Uh-huh. That's why I was asking, do you usually do it from the outside in, the inside out?
I usually try to depressurize the whole cabin first.
See, I wouldn't have thought of that, and I would have immediately tried to do outside in and probably blown the thing apart.
It doesn't do a lot of damage if you basically depressurize the cabin or you depressurize like the storage area.
Uh-huh.
But if you depressurize like at the thruster or at the reactor, you have the chance of knocking the thruster or the reactor loose. Goddamn fucking spacebar.
Right, so like the thing that you're going to knock loose probably isn't going to do much damage, but the thing that it hits might do a lot of damage.
Yeah, especially if you knock loose the reactor. And then you basically have like 10, 15, I don't know exactly how many seconds to get it into the barge.
Uh-huh.
And if you don't have the floor cut out,
There's no
you're
way.
not getting it there.
Uh-huh. You better just yank the whole thing into the floor.
Took a sip. Took a sip of my bev.
Go on then. Go, Shabev.
Go on then. Show us your bev.
What are the icicle things?
These?
Yeah.
It's coolant. It's a coolant tank.
Okay, that makes
There are
sense.
ships. The bigger ships have like a whole cooling system.
Oh yeah?
That needs to be deactivated, and you need to pull out like smaller versions of these things when they make hard space ship builder. On
That
the
would
bigger
actu-
ships, like on the Gecko,
Uh-huh.
it has like this whole lines of coolant. And you need to deactivate the fuel line and the coolant line before you can detach the reactor.
Huh. Mike saying that made me think of that. This would be really cool if they ever did do something like a Hardspace ship builder. If they did it like a Mario Maker kind of style, to where there were community-made ships for you to tear apart.
Or if they like,
Somebody built the Planet Express or something like that.
or if they made it to where like this game talked to that game.
Yes.
And your inventory from your career from processing materials
Mm-hmm.
got fed into Space Builder.
Right. You're saying the decisions from one game carry on to the sequel.
It would be innovative. No other space related game has ever done that before.
I don't think anyone's ever done that before.
Especially when it comes to space.
No, absolutely not.
I didn't mean to put that one that was just connected to itself.
Uh-huh.
Looks cool though.
Yeah.
Come on, bounce in there. There you go.
Go.
Credits deposited.
Like says it would be too
Yeah,
hard.
but like look,
too hard space.
but look at all these like little things I have to take out. I have to
Yeah.
take out all these shelves, these lights, these shelves, this air conditioner unit,
those little.
storage, another power junction box, 2 seats, more computers in the front.
Are those the pilot seats?
Yeah.
Can you actually
That's-
see out the front window, or is that opaque?
You can see out of it. But
Okay,
it's really
there it is. Got it.
blurry. Yeah, like you can see through it. It's just blurry.
I couldn't tell
So
what I was looking
the answer
at.
to your question, the answer to your question where you gave me 2 options is both of those answers. Can you see through it, or is it opaque? Yes.
Yeah. Column A, column B.
If this thing blows up, it can like freeze over materials and like ruin it.
Huh.
So like if it can go into the processor.
Ooh, I just had an idea.
What?
If your reactor goes like nuclear, I wonder if you can clang it with a cooling thing to cryo lock it.
I 100% guarantee that if you did that, it would just cause it to explode.
Oh yeah, I know. I mean, that's like when I start picking it apart and I go, oh, what would I do mechanically with this? Your saving grace could be like, oh no, the reactor. Just like, I don't know, cut the coolant line, spray it with coolant.
All right, so here's an example of things that we have to destroy to get a better result. So there is a small, you can't see it,
All
but
right.
there's a small division here. There's like a piece here and a piece here. They're 2 different pieces. And you
Okay.
can slightly see like the difference. But if I destroy this one
Oh,
and I destroy, I probably should have cleared the cabin out before I did this.
I see the little the buffer in between it.
Yeah. If I destroy those, and that counts against me, it fills up the red a little bit. But it's just a small, thin bit of aluminum. And it will disconnect the interior of the cabin from the hull.
Yeah.
And if I don't do it this way, whoops, I grabbed onto it by accident. Floating away.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Have a wonderful time. But if I don't do it this way, if I like try to cut it so precise that like I get everything, it takes so much. Oh my gosh.
Hey.
It scared me. Thanks for the raid, Steve.
Thank you very much, Steve. How was the raft?
Wait. Hi, Steve. Hi, Steve. But yeah, if I try to like precisionally cut like all of these bits without destroying this one thin bar of aluminum,
Yeah.
it takes so much time
Right.
that it's not worth the time put into it.
Huh.
So like I just destroy just a tiny bit of aluminum and it just slides right off.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's something I found out by myself. I don't even know if like that's the way to do it or if there is a better way to do it. I discovered that just from playing myself.
I bet there is a hyper specific way.
Look
Oh,
at
look
it,
at
just
that thing
slides
go.
right out. The whole thing. Okay, you're gonna cause an accident. You're gonna blow something up. Where's my thing?
Steve says raft was rafty.
But now this whole thing, there's a bit of glass. I could cut the glass out, but yeah, I'll do it just to show you.
Cut the glass. What is this?
Yeah,
snipper
because all
clips?
this glass doesn't get processed. This glass, how do I switch it? Right click. Okay. This glass doesn't get processed. It goes into the furnace.
Oh,
So
okay.
I line up my borders.
I didn't realize this is how you cut the glass. How the cutter worked. I didn't realize it's actually like on axis. Oh, it's so
All right.
freaking cool.
Yeah, I figured it. He'll like it if I do that. I'll do it. Normally, I just chuck the whole thing in the processor and take the penalty.
And is there a chance this will cut through anything unintentional, or is this specifically for glass?
It will cut. Didn't do the bottom one that time. It will cut just what the lines are on.
I see it. Yeah, I see the line.
So like right now it's not down there, but if I slide it down a little bit more, I can have it go across and do both.
Okay.
Well, I actually can't cut this material, so
Because it goes gray.
But as long as I'm looking at the line and I see that it is just on the glass, it will only cut the glass.
Got it. Okay.
And it didn't cut this bit.
Right.
So now I rotate it.
That's a pretty forgiving tool.
Did it cut that all the way through? Okay, so I just have this bit right here. I also really like the sound it makes.
It's a fantastic sound. That is such a cool like arc burn.
Also,
Normally,
the
when you hear that sound, that's a bad sound because that means you have plugged something into something that it was not meant to be plugged into. I have heard that sound a couple times in my life.
that's the sound my window made when the like
The motor went bad.
chain that rolls it up and down broke. It made that sound when I tried to roll it back up. It just went.
I have felt that sound before when I accidentally touched the ground terminal while I was plugging something in.
Oh,
I felt it all the way up to my right shoulder.
well, I'm glad you survived.
Yeah.
Chris says that this
ground's
game
not
looks
as bad.
different.
Ground is not as nearly as bad as your hot wire. Hot wire is bad news. That whole hunk just goes into...
That whole
Processing?
thing, unless there's something, I need to get my hand out of there. That whole thing, unless there's a piece that goes in the barge that I missed, and it doesn't look like I missed
That's
anything.
cool.
That whole, all of the outer layer, all goes in the processor. Now this,
Oh, a while ago, Quentin said, car engine about to blow up? Throw ice cubes on it. It's funny because, like, on, like, Pink's, the drag racing show that used to be on, like, the Learning Channel or whatever that show, or whatever that channel was, during
Pink
the rounds...
musical artist. I was being serious.
No, there was a show called Pink's where dudes would drag race, put their cars up, like put up the pink slip for their car, you know, like Brian O'Connor did.
It's not a bad way to spend $10,000.
He wanted the respect. Sometimes that matters more. But they would put up the pink slip to their car,
Oh,
and
I
did you-
bonked the computer.
oh, okay.
I bonked it.
Between rounds, you would see them just tossing bags of ice, like still in the bags, on top of their engines, trying to cool them down. Because these cars are only made to run for about 45 seconds at the longest, and they start to cook themselves.
Aaron Hansen told a story one time
Okay.
about how one time he had a car that lit on fire
Okay.
and like the whole engine was burning.
Uh-huh.
Like it was an old piece of crap car.
Yeah.
And his neighbor came running out with a whole bottle of hydrogen peroxide.
That
And
doesn't
he goes,
sound
I know
right.
what to do. He goes, I know what to do. And he dumped a bottle of hydrogen peroxide on an open flame.
That,
And he's like, I mean, hydrogen peroxide is not flammable, so it didn't do anything.
yeah,
But it also didn't do anything.
right.
So like he runs out and he goes, peroxide! And he throws a whole bottle of peroxide
Fucking
on it.
saying.
Like it was exactly like that. And when it didn't do anything, he was just like, all right, and he just walked away.
Like, best case scenario, it doesn't do any, like, best case scenario, it magically puts out the fire. But, like, more than likely, odds are it's going to do something negative. Because if it's got oxide in the title, that means there's oxygen in it. And depending on how it cools the air around it, you might be making things worse.
I think when he told the story, he said that literally just nothing happened. It just got wet.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Chris says GTA 5 looks different.
Oh yeah, I already mentioned that.
Oh, did you? Oh, did you now?
Oh, I did.
Salvage secured.
Listen, when Chris talks, I pay attention.
Right.
I never neglect my friend Chris.
Right. He loves you too.
All right. I think these front panels will pop off as soon as I detach these to
What-
storage.
What is
bins.
this? What is this blue effect I'm seeing? Why? I can't figure out what that's trying to tell you.
That is the gravity gun.
Deposit accepted.
I don't know what else to call it.
Yeah.
I'm sure it has a name. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
It is that pulling it or trying to detach it from
Okay.
the wall.
Got
so
it.
when it does that, like it's just like, well, that's just sparks.
Yeah, so if it's anything like big enough, you can see the strain between, like, you basically ripping it off the wall.
Account credit applied.
Yeah, so like this storage bin, you can see it tugging on it.
Okay. Got it. All right.
And I got to sit there and wait for it to pull it all the way off before it, like, it makes a really satisfying ka-dunk when it's
Yeah,
done.
yeah. A lot of good, dull... It's a weird thing. I bet when they were doing the audio design for this, all of these sound effects are generated in super crisp audio, and then the
They run it
audio
through like a in-space filter.
Yeah, put the engineers like, I need you to put the lowest pass filter on this thing. I need it like 800 hertz. I need everything to come through a pillow.
Stay away from that guy. That guy sparks.
Yeah.
Secured. Account credit applied.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is why the cabin is the most tedious, because there's all this shit in it.
Mhm. It's a good contrast because the external sounds are really dull, but like your in-suit AI sounds fine because she's inside your helmet.
Deposit accepted.
And then, like, of course, the music is still crisp. So it really gives it a good contrast.
The other thing we have to do is, like, all of this says furnace, but there's actually a door in here. So
Really?
usually what I do is I just blast these corners out. It's a little bit of a penalty, but I get more for processing the door than I lose for not throwing these little pieces of aluminum in the furnace.
Okay. Oh, I see. All right. I was like, how much of this
This
are
is-
you going to be blowing away?
So just these edges of the aluminum here. The easiest thing to do is to remember, and I never remember to do it,
Okay.
is to remember to close the door before you deactivate. You basically take it away from its power source,
Uh-huh.
and then you can just cut it out. But I always
Oh.
forget. And that should pop it out. All right, you go into the processor.
Oh, they're actually
Nope.
like together.
Yeah, it's weird. They're like one piece.
I mean,
but
yeah, I can
not-
Credit awarded.
I can look the other way on that. Did you just have like a radioactive effect when you were near something?
Did I?
Not your. Maybe not.
I think if big things come at you, it also is like
A panic.
it does a similar effect because it's like panic.
Okay.
All right, I need to push this into the furnace without bumping the rest of the ship. So I'm gonna drag it around and not push it into the processor. Get back here! Oh, it's gonna pump the ship. You just go in there.
I have a hypothetical.
All right.
If something was headed for the wrong
Deposit accepted.
channel or
The wrong hole.
bucket, yeah, could you
You ask for forgiveness.
could you
Buy her a cake.
could you get in between it, and because you're not allowed in there, would it stop the thing from going in there?
Oh, bold of you to assume that you won't absolutely fall into the furnace and die.
Oh, okay. I meant the other one. Like the furnace is a
No,
Isn't
if you
understood.
fall into the processor or the furnace, you die.
really okay.
Yes.
All right.
But I don't know what happens in free play because I haven't actually fallen into either of those in free play. Oh, this is a bad thing I just did.
Because the fuel lines.
Yeah, well, not the fuel lines, the fuel tanks. The fuel lines are drained now. Let's just pull that away. Because once you detach the fuel tanks, the fuel lines are basically inert.
Ah.
But let's get these fuel tanks out of here. Get these out of here so I don't have to worry about them anymore. Down you go.
What's going on, Greg?
Man, the music in this game is good.
It's real good.
Account
I like it.
credit applied.
I can't. I think the best thing I can say about it is I can't tell whether or not the song has changed, but I haven't gotten tired of it.
I also can't tell if it's looped.
That's the thing. I can't tell if we've been listening to the same arrangement for an hour now, or if it has rolled into different tracks, and I just didn't realize it.
Also, there's a range on this thing, so if it's too far away, it'll be like, nope, can't do it.
Salvage secured. Credits.
There's a range on the cutter, but there's not a range on the grapple gun.
Right. The grappler. Steve says, I had to eat my last 2 Krabby Patty gummies. I saw you
gummies.
I saw you eating something on your stream. I did not know what you were eating.
Krabby Patty gummies. That sounds really good.
Mm-hmm.
You like Krabby Patties, don't you, Steven?
Processing valuable object. Credits awarded.
Get out of there. You say you had to eat them. What do you mean you had to eat them? Was it a thing where like, oh man, I gotta eat these Krabby Patties, man.
Oh yeah, that door's closed. So you can cut that out?
No, I don't need to because all of this goes in the processor.
Oh,
Except
okay.
this. Can I open this? Nope, there's no power.
Right. You just tear it off the wall.
So I don't need to pull that door out because it is.
Oh, Steve says it was a sub thing. His dom says he had to eat the Krabby Patty.
Oh, hey, you know what? You're a good sub.
So what is that? Does that cutter work on anything? Like if you were to use that cutter?
This
Oh,
cutter
it's
won't
the
work
same
on
tool.
the outer material.
But I mean that yellow link, could you use the line cutter like that?
They made it to the originally. I don't know if they changed it. In fact, we could test it right now.
Right.
But they used to have it to where if you used the line cutter on cut points, it would just destroy the whole thing. It looks like that is still the case.
Oh, instead of like
But-
severing a line in it?
But you have to be careful because if the line crosses over to something you don't want to cut, like this airlock that I want to put in the barge,
Oh.
you can destroy it. So like you could go willy-nilly and just use the line cutter on cut points, but
Right.
it's dangerous.
Right. So the beam just superheats.
What the fuck? What the fuck is happening?
Something was pressurized.
It's making the pressurized alarm noise. Was the airlock? The airlock was pressurized, but because it was so tiny, it didn't really do anything. It
Huh.
just kind of.
All right.
But it still played it still did the pressurized alarm sound and made the worrisome music happen.
Yeah. I was worried.
The airlock was pressurized. That was a dangerous thing I done did. But it knocked that piece over to the processor for me.
Yeah.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Anyways, that was a little scary.
Valuable objects
That's what it sounds like when you
Right before you die.
what is it called? Explosive decompression?
Yeah.
That's what happens when that's what happens in the game when that happens.
salvage
I just didn't understand why it was happening. I'm like, why is the decompression alarm going off?
Afraid I can't do that, Logan.
Daisy. Man, that's a good movie. I haven't seen that movie in a decade. I gotta watch it again.
I have never seen that movie.
It's good.
To the
If you like,
surprise of no one.
usually,
oh, wow.
I-
Okay, so here I have a question.
Yes.
If you were to use your line cutter, could you cut multiples of these?
I think if I lined it up properly, maybe. I can't go across like, oh, maybe I
You can get
do
a
this.
few of them though. Kabow!
Oh!
So
These were out of range.
yeah.
If you totally can. I did not know you could do that. And like all of this is like hulls. All
Uh-huh.
of the stuff behind it is hull. So I don't need to worry about accidentally cutting that.
Ah, it's so freaking cool.
I did not know you could do that. That's awesome. I don't want to do it to this one because there's a lot of delicate stuff down here.
What is that purple thing? You said it was important.
That is
power
a air. Oh yeah, power cell, and it is very, very, very delicate. In fact, I think if I hold it too long, it will start sparking.
Why did the lights turn red when you rip it off?
Because they're losing power.
Okay.
They turn red and then they slowly dim out as they lose power.
Oh, neat.
Credits deposited.
Steve says I haven't either. Hasn't seen that movie.
Secured. Account credit
It's really good. I want to watch it again. It has been a while. And the very beginning and the very end of that movie is so weird.
That's what,
It's like
2001?
2001. The very beginning and the very end are so weird. And then the middle of the movie is just like a normal movie, like a normal space movie.
All right.
But I like the weird parts.
Yeah, Shelby just realized today was the day Fast 9 came out.
object accepted for processing.
Get these down to the barge. Although this air filter needs to go down to the barge too. I don't think I've dealt with an air filter. Can't pop it off. I'm gonna have to cut it out.
Zipper clips. Cut it out together.
Snipper clips.
Oh, what was that menu?
What menu?
There's like you had a radio menu.
Oh yeah, it's just the wheel. I don't ever
Okay.
use the wheel though. I just use 1 through 3. Grapple. That's what it's called. The grapple.
Quentin says I wish they did the simulcast on HBO. That would be fantastic. Shelby says I
might
hope
just
it is
burn
on
it
Blu-ray by Extra Life so we can watch it together.
Let's get the top off of this. All of these need to come off because they're furnace.
Mhm.
Is it furnace? It's nothing.
That is an equipment mount.
It's nothing. It doesn't tell me where it needs to go. But
Oh, I
these
see what you mean.
here-
Yeah.
That's weird. I've never seen that. That's what those big cargo boxes.
Right.
That's what they were connected to.
Man, this game is just ripe for automation.
I kind of like that it's not though.
Oh, I fully understand the allure of the manual process. Like that's the whole point is for you to spend an afternoon. I just heard the music change. I heard it there. Spend an afternoon pulling this thing apart meticulously and with great care. But like when I look at all of the cut points, I keep thinking of like if there was a way you could strip out everything but raw metal, theoretically the structural metals should be stronger than the like anchor points. So like could you superheat the entire chassis just to melt the anchor points?
No, you'll melt the chassis.
Yeah.
Also, the ship is getting really light now,
I see it. It's starting to like get knocked around.
so I need to be careful when I'm using my blaster.
Oh, because you can actually
So-
like punt the ship.
Yeah, and I might punt it towards
I didn't think of that.
processor when most of it got to go in the furnace.
There's no way you can disable one of the buckets, can
Oh,
you?
I wish. That'd make things a lot easier.
Be like, hey, I have thrown away all the salvage. Nothing needs to go into salvage. Shut down this salvage reactor. So anyway, Logan started blasting.
Did you see that? It
Uh,
was like pulling on the whole chassis itself.
Is there a way to know until you finish the mission how much you have made off of it?
I believe there's a menu I can look at that shows me what I've made. Maybe not.
Yeah.
I know at the very end it'll tell you exactly how many kilograms of each material you've saved.
Uh-huh. That's what I figured.
And how much money you earned. And I mean, you can sit there and tally up as you go, but I'm not going to do that.
Absolutely not.
Also, those lights look like those little that was easy buttons.
Uh-huh. They also
Or
they look like the nut button.
That's what I was trying to think of.
Uh-huh.
It's like, what's the word? It's not cum. What's it called?
Nut.
Nut.
Mike says, I can't even anymore with the names they're giving to the Fast and Furious movies. If you want a fun time, look up the Japanese titles. They're real good.
Oh, here's a pickup. So if we had O2 turned on, which we don't, you don't have to go buy O2. You can just come and grab it, and it'll refill your oxygen. But not only are we in free play, but also we are have disabled O2 altogether.
Right. So, well, no, we already tested that. Never mind. I was gonna say, could you use your line cutter and cut through that whole left side all at once? But it would. It wouldn't cut a line. It would just melt all three of them.
No, because this isn't a cut point. So technically, we could sit here.
So it would actually cut a line. Whoa, that's cool.
The music also just changed. Where'd that other floaty bit go?
I see. It just creates a bunch of waste for you to now have to deal with.
Yeah. Because, like, all of those little panels are individual pieces, and I got to go hunt them down. I don't even know where that other bit went. What is that?
I don't know.
It's the other bit I was looking for.
Is that the escape key that you were chewing on the other night?
I didn't chew on it. I ate it. It wasn't the escape key. It was the left key and the Y key.
Got it.
Processing valuable objects. Credits awarded.
And to be honest, since the door is closed,
Uh-huh.
it'd be a lot easier to just cut it out. Because if it was open, it would be like inside the wall.
Uh-huh.
So I can just cut it out.
Sink this ball. Oh, hell yeah!
Thank you very much, Greg.
Tresemme Dupree to the thing. I miss Tresemme Dupree. I wonder what they're up to these days.
I like the first ones, but when they turned it into GTA Online, the movie, it turned kind of meh for me. Yeah. I think that's why everyone likes Tokyo Drift so much, because there's a like a simple plot line. All it is just some cocky dudes not get along, and they settle it on the streets. It's not the big global warfare that it turns into in the later movies.
Deposit accepted.
All right, I don't know where those bits went.
So, I think I noticed something. When you grab something that's meant for the furnace, does your laser beam turn red, or are you doing something to turn it red?
No, I was pulling on it.
Okay.
Because let me find something. So when I grab it, it does that. But if I like yank on it, oh, this might be too light. But if you put strain on the grapple,
Okay.
it turns red and goes.
Okay, that's what it is. All right. I was wondering, like, why is your beam sometimes different colors, and I couldn't ever find the pattern.
Because I'm over here fucking around.
So if you tried to grab the whole ship right now and move it, it would probably be red, right?
I could probably move it, but it will turn red.
Ah, okay. That explains it. Got it. Okay. Quentin says, did you ever watch the Mario spoof of the Fast 8 trailer? No, I haven't.
No. I haven't even seen the Fast 8 trailer.
I know I have, but I can't recall it. And I prefer it that way.
Is it no credit applied?
Uh...
Oh, here are those little bits. I was wondering where these went.
Go look it up. It's hilarious.
Get out of here, you
Shelby
little
says,
scamps.
do not watch it, Logan. Spoilers are rampant in the trailers. Because
I
watch
won't.
it.
I won't. Oh, these were supposed to go in the furnace.
Handles?
Yeah, I was supposed to cut those off. And put
Are
them
you
in the furnace,
kidding
but
me?
It's okay.
Good lordy.
I mean, look how much red I have. I have no red.
Right.
I'm not worried about a little bit. Something right here.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
I'm surprised I saw it because everything's like, it's a little bit muddy for me.
Right.
But it's not laggy, so...
Take what we can get.
Alright, is there anything else that needs to go anywhere? Oh, this part needs to go into...
Can you
I need
use
to get
your
this the fuck out of here.
predator vision to see what material types you're dealing with?
Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, I'm going to pop that off whenever I'm ready to send the chassis into the furnace.
Quentin says, it's hard to say without spoilers for Logan.
Is this all... Let me double check and make sure this is all processor. None of it needs to go to the barge or anything.
Oh, what is that? Nanocarbon?
Yeah, but it says...
Huh.
Highly reinforced steel beam. Or reinforced support beam. But it also says processor, so...
Right then.
Off you pop! You are going into the furnace, my guy.
Cars
Nope.
go broom.
Nope.
Valuable object processed. Credits
I see what you're talking about.
God fucking damn it.
raw material.
Also, when you do it in reverse, it looks like the tether reaches out and grabs it.
I think I know what it is. If something is moving while you're trying to tether it, you can't create the tether in place because the anchor point no longer exists.
Usually, if it's like moving and you have like selected it while it's moving, it'll still be like,
Oh, okay.
oh, this. But you have to actually hit it, which I was not doing.
Oh, okay.
Here's some definitely not Pepsi that's going into the furnace.
Right.
Man, I bet you if Shelby played this game, she'd get motion sick like crazy.
Oh, absolutely. Not a question.
All right, so there's a bit here that needs to go to the barge, this air filter.
Quint says when they fling away like that, it reminds me of when you put people in the balloons in Metal Gear 5. The Fulton. Yeah. Oh, my God.
I'm going to cut this off.
Fulton recovery is fantastic. Oh man, could you imagine a crossover Hardspace Shipbreaker and Metal Gear Solid where you get to disassemble a Rex?
Oh, dude, that would be awesome. If they ever did like...
That's what Abandon is. Abandoned is a new DLC for Hardspace Shipbreaker, where you get to disassemble Metal Gear models from previous games.
I want to destroy the whole panel, but it's still wanting to destroy the whole panel.
Whop. I assume that yellow dotted line, it's telling you cut along this line.
I don't know, actually.
Oh.
I would have assumed that that is just decorative. But it might be.
Have seen.
It might be. That
Mike
might be exactly what
says,
that is.
I've seen they delayed the PlayStation trailer app again. Well, guess we'll keep waiting.
PlayStation trailer app for what?
For Abandoned. The thing that nobody knows what it is. Or isn't.
That's definitely not. It's definitely not Metal Gear. It's definitely not Silent Hills.
Right.
You keep saying that, PlayStation, but then as soon as you say that, you keep like smiling and putting your finger in your cheek.
What's that subreddit? What's it? Something specific? Conspicuously specific? Or suspiciously specific? Could be Death Stranding 2. He is collecting talent for Death Stranding 2.
Stop wiggling. We're not wiggling.
Do not commence to jiggling, y'all. Oh, I see what you're doing. Gotta burn off those things.
Yeah, because it's just a little bit of aluminum, so. Alright.
No,
Think
realistically,
that needs to be burnt.
I don't think it is either. At this point,
These
we may as well make
connected?
fun of whatever it is because we won't know what it is until they actually just come out with it.
And gamers are going to be mad about it regardless, so.
He would skip to 3 just to troll. Oh my god, you're absolutely right.
What are you talking about?
It's a Death Stranding 3, the sequel to Death Stranding 2.
Have you ever seen Pineapple Express?
I haven't. I've heard of it though.
It's a pretty funny like stoner movie.
Yeah.
But there's also there's another movie called it's called like End of the World or
Yes.
The World Comes to an End or something.
The world. Yeah, I know roughly what that movie is. I just can't remember the exact title.
But in that movie, they write like as like there's a joke where they write Pineapple Express too, and they
really?
like act it out really shoddily. And I was thinking it would have been hilarious if they made that Pineapple Express 2 joke canon to like the Pineapple Express movies,
right?
And they just made Pineapple Express 3,
right? And the scene that you saw played out in This Is the End or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Was actually in the like shot for shot in the movie. They just
or
used
like when they remember stuff that happened in Pineapple Express 2, they show you like the fully acted out version instead of like 3 stoner guys in like a room playing out
like, oh yeah,
playing
we just
pretend
had
Pineapple Express 3.
We just had some post editing on that.
But I always thought that would have been great if they just made Pineapple Express 3 and everything that they said in This Is the End was canon for Pineapple Express 2.
Yeah, that's good.
All right, there might have been some stuff on there that I missed. We'll find out in a
Yeah,
sec.
there was some wiring on there, but I don't know how.
All that wiring was furnace.
Okay.
It looks like I almost missed a lever.
Ooh,
I
yeah, I
pulled it
saw
off
that.
last second. It looks like all of it was furnace. Good.
You jerked
good.
it
Now
off
we
at
just
the
have-
last second.
Skills, man.
Practicing for years.
Listen, you don't get as good as I am at something by just sitting around cranking your yank, unless you do.
So the pipe junction, I assume you have to melt those.
No, because
Really?
it's all processor. I don't need to.
Oh, never mind then. All right,
I
Greg.
think this lever here might be barge. Nope, it looks like it is all processor.
The microprocessors.
Microprocessors. It's a learning computer. It looks like all of this is processor.
There's a little bit
Not
of
really.
structural beams.
And it's all processor.
Oh. See, that color thing would mess me up. I would always think.
I think that's just to show you like the different things inside of it,
Okay.
not really to tell you where it goes.
Gotcha.
So like because of that, I saw because I'm looking. I'm just gonna do this. Because I'm looking in here, I can see that there's the hull, which
Right.
has nothing inside of it. There's these structural beams and also these pipe junctions.
Mm-hmm.
But when I look at it out here and I look at those individual pieces, I see that they all go to the processor.
Right. Is there
So
a
like
vision filter that shows you what's the objects one? Oh, objects. Oh, that's
I'm not sure.
I can't
General
even,
component cargo resource. Oh, it's basically showing you like those pipe junctions are component,
got it.
but
The
everything
hull
else
is just non-existent.
Well, it's not an object. It's
Yeah, it's
the
the
hull.
ship.
All right, so this should be the last of it. And this was a small ship.
Yeah,
This took us an hour and a half,
Yep.
and it was a small
took
ship.
the entire stream to take apart a small stream, a small ship.
Before we end, though, I want to show you catastrophic failure.
Yes, we're gonna get it to go wrong in the best way.
Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
And that, look at that little bit of red. That
Yeah,
ain't
it's
much.
nice.
But it doesn't look like I got all of it because there's still a smidgen of nothing.
Can you? Yeah, I was gonna say, can you look around at the objects filter and see what's still?
Structure filters usually. What is
What is that? That's on the other side, maybe.
The bad part about this thing is it'll show you stuff like that's outside of the level.
Yeah,
Like all of that's outside of the level.
absolutely no use to
This?
you. Pointers.
Deposit accepted.
Is there like
I might
a?
also be counting some of the red that is in the barge that I can't disconnect now.
Yeah.
There's something there. There's nothing there.
Oh, that's far away.
Well, there's a little bit that I missed, but you know, it's not at all worth hunting down.
If you were to get everything and like all pieces accounted for, does it tell you that you're done, or do you always have to like
You have
punch
to go to the
clock
door
and
and
say
punch out.
I'm done?
Yeah, there's no. In career mode, if you look at that bar, there are like checkpoints,
Okay.
and once you reach checkpoints, basically he gives a thumbs up with his left hand.
Okay.
And the bigger ships have more checkpoints than the smaller ships.
Right.
And I think each checkpoint you get like a money bonus.
And he gives you 2 left thumbs up.
No, he's not a JoJo.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, if you spend too much time near the reactor, you'll get 2 left thumbs up.
And also your mom will have 2 left thumbs. So here's the summary. We destroyed a little bit of aluminum, electric cables. I don't even remember doing that. We destroyed a door? There must have been a door in one of the panels I sent into the furnace.
Maybe so.
Because it looks like it was just one door.
Yeah.
And 1 light. Man, that's a lot less lights than I usually destroy. Those things are tiny. But here's everything that I earned. I earned $3 billion.
Okay.
$3 million, not $3 billion.
$1 million. It's a 1,000th of what you owe. Oh, that was a scene. Javelin.
The refueling javelin. See, when I
Quentin
say catastrophic failure, I mean catastrophic failure.
Quentin says, I meant to say something the other day that you didn't mention on the podcast that the wiki also glossed over. When Polnareff was with Inyaba, he also told him to think of him as her own son. You're absolutely right. Oh my god.
So look at all these fuel tanks.
Oh, mercy. Yo!
Salvage destroyed. Please refrain from damaging salvage. Valuable
It actually didn't
content.
add as much red as I thought it would.
Yeah, I was waiting for the reactor to go.
I don't think we even hit. I don't know if the ship has a reactor.
Oh, does it? How would it not?
It. I think it's all powered by fuel.
Oh. Something got processed.
All right, so we need to get into this thing.
All right, here's what I want you to do. I want you to use your line cutter right there on that skinny spot.
I can't.
No. Right down a little bit. There you go, right there. On those linkages.
Object. Credits awarded.
Something fell into the processor.
Uh-huh. little like shards of titanium that like blasted off. All right. Oh, you can't cut
Let's
that.
just cut into the airlock.
Yeah. This
Salvage
is what I want.
destroyed. Don't do that.
Don't do that. Boy, that thing heats up your gun like crazy. We are playing Metal Gear Rising right now. Oh, cross-cut it. Oh!
I'm being pushed into the ship.
Oh, this is so cool.
It doesn't look like a timer has gone off for any kind of. Okay, so I
Hey.
think this is a coolant tank.
Oh, okay.
See, for the big coolants, what you're supposed to do is pull all these out, and then it'll turn off all the coolant.
Uh-huh.
Oh, here's the reactor. What we're gonna do instead.
Reactor. It just met her. What'd you do? So it's now overheating, I
Reactor's-
imagine.
The reactor's still not yelling at us. Oh, this isn't even a reactor. Oh, it is a reactor.
Look at the size of that reactor.
Come on, do something.
Tether
Come
it. Yeah, tether it to the other end of the ship and bonk it into the ship.
Let's get this out of the way. No, it's attached to a panel.
That ain't moving.
It might be connected on the other end.
Ah, I bet
Something.
it is. I thought it was like floating though. Oh, freezing yourself.
Shut up! There's no time to cry. We have a catastrophe to make. Reactor. Let's climb into this thing.
Yeah, not cold in here. Or rather, it is. Oh, baby! Yeah!
I have never seen that before. It blew the panels off the ship.
Yes!
With caution.
Oh my god, that's so cool. Especially
Look
because...
at that. We've destroyed the hull.
Oh boy. My GPU is screaming trying to keep track of all this physics.
Oh my god, that was crazy. I've never seen that before.
Just a, just a smidge of red.
There was a thruster in here.
Yeah, you just melted it down.
Oh, hey, let's cut this cut point real quick.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, that's catastrophic failure and about as close as you can get to it.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, I want to show you these because we didn't do it on the last ship.
What is
But there are these things that are so big, but these cut points can't be cut.
Right?
So you have to use these bad boys.
Oh, yeah.
Where is it?
Blast
There it is.
caps.
And you got to rotate yourself to show like which
that's
direction
really
it blows.
Cool. It's like plastique. Oh, that is so cool.
Shit.
You missed it, Mike, but if you go into the VOD, it's at like the 1 hour and 40-minute mark. Looking at newspapers. Such a responsible young boy. Oh, I see that. The little icon on it. Can you... I was just going to ask, can you set them in series? And do they go... Or do they all go at once?
Let's find out.
Ah, it's cool. Sliced bread.
Butter.
Not as cool as the seismic charges that Django uses.
Django. Fett.
Man, this is really cool. Oh, right. Oh, all this. I was expecting this stuff to come rocketing out of there,
There was something blocking it, but it can. It absolutely can.
just jetting out like a neutron star.
So, anyways, that's catastrophic failure. That's what you don't want to do.
But you don't.
But you know what? We're in free play. So you know what? Fuck it. You know what? Fuck them.
What is that symbol?
It means get away or you'll explode.
Oh, okay.
That one cap just went sailing off. I don't know where it went.
It'll detonate here in a second. God, the diagonal slashes are so cool. That is
I've never done this.
that is the coolest part to me. Like the mechanics working as intended, like shoot your laser beam at this thing and it heats up and disappears. I love to see that. But the free form, like put this stuff wherever you want and cut it as you see fit, and then the physics actually playing along is the coolest thing to me.
Well, I can't get in, so I'm gonna cut myself a
Make
door.
yourself a door.
Please revisit your training.
Oh man.
Oh, it is radioactive
Oh,
in here, dude. What is this?
I don't.
What is this we've cut into?
A radiation filter? It is no longer filtering. But your music is now like messing up.
I've never seen a radiation filter before. Either that or I just saw it and didn't break it and just sent it to the barge.
Oh wow.
Was that my computer AI?
Yes, it is like everything about your ship is corrupted.
Well, I think it's nice and warm right here.
Oh yeah. Feels good on your frozen joints and chest cavity.
I have never seen anything like that before. A radiation spill like that.
You're drunk on radiation. I have a feeling you're going to start playing this game in a very different way.
No, probably not. This is probably honestly the only time I'm going to do this.
Yeah. I love the white hot metal. That's such
wait, hang on. Let me just grab this real quick. Just wait.
Yeah.
Send it to the barge.
Well, all right.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited. positive.
Oh, these right here.
Oh, it's a
They
fuse.
are. Yeah, if you're running out of I don't actually know what it does to your suit, but it's a pickup. And I also don't know when you're supposed to pull this.
Uh-huh.
I think it's when all three are lit up.
Hmm.
You pick it up and you put it in your suit somehow.
Huh.
There's another radiation filter.
Well, you know what you gotta do. God dang. Gonna decimate this radiation filter.
Destroyed. Don't do that.
Don't do that. Hey, dum-dum. What part of nuclear do we have to re-explain is dangerous? Barge.
Aw. Aw.
Oofa.
Didn't break it.
That ain't...
Oh, I did break it.
Yeah, you just lightsabered through it. Oh, this is so cool. Whoa!
Refrain from damaging salvage.
Okay. I'll make sure I don't do that anymore.
Oh, and then the way you bust through all the shards. My the frame rate is noticeably taking a hit here from all these fragments. Oh yeah, this is just Metal Gear Rising now. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh god. Hold on. Before you do that.
Whoops, I already did it.
Did you really? I meant
Oh,
before
I
you
guess not.
before you set off the bomb. I want to do something real quick.
Oh, you want to do it?
No. I just want to watch something. So if I go to settings and then in-game FPS counter in the top left, please. Thank you very much. All right, so we are at a.
It's already at 17.
All right. Oh boy.
I can't see it. It's too muddy.
It's still at. It still says it's at 18 or 19, but that's. I'm gonna say that's at least. That looks like 30 to me. It's not smooth 60. Oh god, multi-axis cut lines. Oh my lord. Look at all these axes. This is a mathematics nightmare.
Oh, I just chucked it.
What was the? Oh, you can huck them? I didn't know that.
I didn't know I could do that. I thought I had to be up against it.
Oh man, look at that!
Away I go.
They're still going though. Oh, that's great. There you go. All right, one right there. This is so good.
Also, I noticed whenever I set off this thing, it makes the cell phone interference sound.
Yes. Yeah, which makes sense. If you're transmitting that close to your radio, you would hear the interference.
So, anyways, this is what a catastrophic failure looks like. You
Sure
don't want
does.
to do this.
Don't
But hey,
do
we
that.
processed some nanocarbon.
Can you cut these yellow things at all?
These? No.
Oh boy, that frame rate just recovers immediately when you look away. Oh
You
man.
can't even attach to it.
And
we'll
we're
just
back
look
at the
back
teens.
at it.
Oh. Overcharge. Oh, demo charge. Maximum reached.
Salvage destroyed. Please refrain from salvage.
It takes so long to work through it. Oh man, that's so good. Just watching it like slowly drift apart is so cool.
I wish I had like a big bomb.
Right, so that you could like set it off in the middle.
There'd
And
be
then-
like no point.
Mhm.
The only point to it would be destruction,
Yes, absolutely.
which is why I don't think they'll ever put it in the game. But.
Nah. I think we're done here.
Destroyed. But we made
You made
$26,000.
26 grand, my friend.
Look at that. That fuse I threw in there. I didn't mean to even throw in there.
$26,000.
$26,000. Oh, he's right. Quentin's right. I did already have a big bomb.
You did, yeah.
I fucking exploded it.
Oh man, this game is good. I like this a
This
lot.
is a good game.
Uh,
I want to do one more catastrophic failure. Uh-oh, it's doing the thing where...
What's that?
Oh, wait, never mind. On mine, if I do one or two free plays in a row, it like doesn't let me continue. I have to like Alt F4 out of the game.
Like, all right, come on, get serious about this. Don't just free play.
I literally have to Alt F4 out. I can look at my score, but I can't.
Huh.
And I don't even think it saves the score anywhere. I think it just shows you what you did because it's free play.
Right.
I want to try one more catastrophic failure. I also like the way the furnaces turn on when you start the level.
Big night, yeah.
That's not what I wanted to do, and you know it, game.
Airlock pressure levels dropping.
This is also really cool. Just floating into an operational ship.
Airlock pressure levels increasing.
Oh.
Airlock pressure levels dropping.
We broke the AC.
Oh, this one's it was already broken. If that's the case, then I can't alter the pressure in this room, which means I have to decompress the hard way, which is to hold onto the wall and pop it open.
I think you need to open the external door as well.
Different room.
Oh,
Did the airlock? Did you hear it go off just now?
heard something.
Yeah, that was the airlock going off. This one's broken too. Yeah, I think on these bigger geckos, they're all broken.
Okay.
You're like forced to do it the hard way.
I have a question.
Yeah.
If the room is pressurized and you cut a slit in the wall, do you get forced through the slit? I'm guessing the answer is no.
No, you just get pushed against it.
Okay. There's no delta P.
And anything in the room, everything in the room pelts you.
Got ya. Didn't know if this was like, was that Aliens vs. Predator? There's one.
No, that was
was one of the Alien, or was it Aliens?
it was Alien 4.
Was it 4?
Pressure level
Oh, wow.
increasing.
I didn't realize it was that late in the series. I just knew one of the Aliens movies, he like drilled a dime-sized hole in the hull.
If I wasn't grabbing onto the wall right now, I'd have been pushed against the back.
Oh, okay. That's really all it takes is to just touch the wall.
Yeah, you press X or Z to like grab the wall.
Got it.
How do we get in there? There's another door.
Cut the glass.
somewhere. I don't know if it's pressurized in there or not.
Well, one way to find
It
out.
doesn't look like it is. Okay, so here's the thing. This isn't a catastrophic failure.
Uh-huh.
This is just something that used to happen, and I don't know if it still does. It is still pressurized in there.
I thought you were going to like freeform cut the glass.
No, you can't do that.
That would be
Unfortunately.
really cool.
These things right here is what cuts the fuel line
Okay.
in these ships, and they used to have like a 10% chance of success without causing a fuel leakage.
Oh yeah, I remember you saying this.
And it was really annoying because like almost always, if you couldn't, these panels right here, there used to be.
You basically expect them to leak.
These computers used to have a key, and you could find a key in the. It was either in the bridge,
Uh-huh.
or you could buy it from the terminal at where you clock out.
Oh,
And
okay.
that would drain the fuel line, so you could disconnect these safely.
Got it.
But if you couldn't find the key or didn't buy one, you would have to pull these levers. And I don't know if there's still a chance that they can fail. Because, I mean, look at all these fuel tanks that are around it.
Mm-hmm.
But since they removed the key to access the computer, I have never had one of these thrusters spring a leak and start exploding.
Huh.
But it used to be like a 90% chance that if you pulled this lever without draining the fuel pipes first,
Right.
these thrusters would start shooting fire out the side and blowing everything up.
Yeah.
But now that I've deactivated these, the fuel line is now drained, which means I just need to...
I gotta work on my car this weekend.
Is this making you want to work on your car?
No, like, well, you talking about the fuel lines. Like, I want to replace the spark plugs. And I wanted, I did it, well, it made me think of the compression test that I did, because you have to remove the fuse for the fuel pump so that you're not pumping fuel into the cylinder while you're doing doing a compression test.
This is what I meant to do.
Uh-huh.
Oh, great. The reactor's going off.
Where is it?
So that's another thing they changed, where you have to get ready to deactivate detach the reactor when you turn off the fuel line and the...
Oh, the coolant. Because it's heating. It's like with nothing to cool it now, it's heating up.
Yeah, fuck.
He's heating up.
I mean... So this is the geckos now. The geckos are different than they used to be.
Cut the glass.
That's what I'm going to have to do.
Yeah.
Shit.
Okay.
Shit. I'm gonna see if I can get this reactor out here before it melts down.
Uh-huh. Boy, that's a lot of cut points. I don't know how many of them you got to do. Whoa, all right, audio.
Don't do that.
It is
Listen, bitch. Is it off? It doesn't appear to be.
You're about halfway through your meltdown progress bar.
Oh, fuck. Oh. All right, so that's good to know in the future because I didn't realize that that's how these reactors worked now.
Yeah.
Basically, have a clear path for the reactor before you literally do anything else.
Uh-huh.
I'm not gonna get this reactor done
Item
in time.
numero uno.
So you know what I'm gonna do instead? Fuck you, reactor. How about this?
Oh, here
I'll
you go,
melt
Mike.
down on purpose.
You're about to see it again. That wasn't near. Oh wait,
Monitoring.
I was gonna say that wasn't nearly as violent as it was last time.
Yeah, this reactor isn't as big as the other one.
It did some pretty good damage though.
I like how it like goes quiet for a second while you're in the middle of an explosion.
Uh huh. I mean, it should be quiet for forever now. You should be liquefied at this point.
Oh, if we were in career mode, I would be dead, and
Oh,
I
yeah.
would have lost a lot of money. So yeah, that's Hardspace Shipbreaker.
That's a cool game. I like it a lot.
Warning. Warp bay limits are out of bounds. Please turn back.
I was gonna say, like, what's it gonna do when you can't be harmed?
Ah.
That's good.
Well, if this were career mode, I'd be dead right now.
Yes.
Twice.
Many times over.
The salty. I don't even know how to pronounce that word.
I'm gonna say Boshane. I had to take a swing at it. That looks like Boshane. All right. Well, that's gonna do it for us here at Carpe Boredom. So thank you very much to anyone and everyone for watching. Whether you are studying, working, sleeping, or lurking. Are you playing Spider-Man
I'm
right
on
now?
Earth.
Oh, okay.
What the fuck?
We appreciate you having us on in the background. Special thanks to those in the chat for keeping us company. We appreciate your time. To any new viewers, welcome. And if you'd like what you see, the follow is free, just like your monthly complimentary Prime Gaming subscription. And speaking of subscriptions, we got us 2 YouTube channels you can subscribe to. One that used to be for our edited gameplay videos that went up every Monday at 10 a.m. Eastern. The other one that used to be for the re-upload of our nightly broadcast 24 hours after it ends. We also have Snapchat and an Instagram for behind-the-scenes content, as well as a Discord you can meet up and hang out with the other board members of our community, and a Facebook in case you want to tell your grandma about us. I know it's a lot to keep track of, so I'll make it easy for you. Follow us on Twitter, where you can get our daily and weekly updates, and hit the website, carpeboredom.com, for our platform channel links. And while you're there, check out the store and pick up the softest shirt we've ever sold. Tomorrow is
Mass Effect.
Saturday, so that is you and Shelby. In Mass Effect 2 you're on now, right?
Yep. And there won't be any sex. We're done with the sex for a while.
All right.
To everyone's disappointment, including my own.
Hold on. I gotta make sure I type this.
Salvage destroyed. Please revisit your training.
Type this correctly.
Shepard.
While you decimate this thing. Great.
Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
Let's see if this works. Yes. Perfect. All right. We're going to send you over to watch some of the Japanese weather reports, so enjoy that. And we will see you back.
Arashimasu.
Thanks for showing me this, Logan. This was a lot of fun.
This is a good game. I've wasted many hours on it.
All right. And we will see you back here tomorrow night at 9:30 Eastern as we play some more video games. Have a good night.
Good night.